For more information on today's program, contact Erica Taylor Montgomery at threegirlsmedia.com. Now, back to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy on the Bay Area's business leader, AM 1220 KDOW.
Welcome back. You're listening to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy on 1220 AM KDOW. And as round 2 of Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy today is all about marketing your business, I thought we'd talk about networking for our Punch Marketing Minute. Now, whether you're in college or freshly graduated, or maybe you've been in business for 30 years, networking will always be a valuable tool in business. And you know, networking events really come in all various shapes and forms, but they all have the ultimate goal of bringing people of similar interests together to create mutually beneficial professional relationships. And a couple of tricky questions that often come up about networking is how to prepare for a networking event, how to act at an event, and then what to do following an event. But fear not, I have 7 tips to help you connect with your new colleagues in professional and memorable ways. So tip number 1, do your research. If it's available, request a copy of the guest list in advance and then use that to do your own research either on the individuals or the companies that are going to be at the event. Find out what their positions are or what projects or initiatives they're involved or known for, and look for any information that might be able to spark a conversation. Number 2, be yourself. Networking is about selling yourself and helping other people, and you want to act like you would at a job interview. Be professional, but also be true to yourself. You don't want to sugarcoat your abilities, and professionals are much more likely to reach out to a genuine individual as opposed to someone that they feel is really stiff and cannot relate to. Number 3, be interested. You know, it is absolutely best to approach networking with being helpful in mind rather than it being all about self-promotion. So you really want to take the time to listen to what the other person is saying, ask good follow-up questions, and show that you're interested. And then don't forget to ask how you might be able to help that person. Number 4, be kind, be courteous, and be professional. You've got to remember that first impressions can last a lifetime. And you know, while networking is usually a social event, it's still a way to build business relationships, and it absolutely should be treated as such. You know, if the event is a cocktail hour, this does not mean that you should fit in as many drinks as possible. You want to show your maturity and your level of professionalism. Number 5, brainstorm memorable closings. Before the event, you want to come up with some sort of catchphrase or closing line that you can use when you're wrapping up a conversation. And that could be a way to maybe invite the exchange of business cards, or a way to encourage follow-up action. And it's something that shouldn't be terribly rehearsed, and it could be very simple, like, "It was great meeting you. Can we get together for coffee sometime?" Number 6, and this one I think is where a lot of people miss the mark. Send thank you notes. You know, after the event, you should immediately take inventory of all the contacts you've made and write handwritten thank you notes to each of them, ideally referencing something that you discussed in your conversation. And if you do this 1 to 2 days after the event and mail them the first chance you get, you know, receiving a handwritten note in the digital age of emails is definitely going to set you apart from others. And finally, number 7, follow up, follow up, follow up. You want to continue that follow up with the contacts you've made via email, via calls, and meetings. Do not let them forget you and your potential. So these simple tricks will help make you a successful and memorable networker, and it will likely help you lead to new opportunities. After all, it's not always what you know, but who you know. This has been your Punch Marketing Minute on Punch Media and Marketing Made Easy on 1220 AM KDOW. And now it is time for round 2 of Punch Media and Marketing Made Easy, where we educate you to help you deliver a total knockout with your PR, your marketing, and your social media. I'm your host, Erica Taylor Montgomery, and I'm the founder and CEO of 3 Girls Media and Marketing, Inc., a public relations and social media marketing agency that really specializes in working with businesses with cost-effective solutions. You can find us online at 3girlsmedia.com. That's 3girlsmedia.com. marketingmade.com, and I do offer a complimentary 30-minute consultation where we can set aside time to talk specifically about your PR and social media goals and needs. And if you'd like to set that up, all you have to do is go to threegirlsmedia.com and then call or email me to set up your appointment for that consultation today. So in round 2 of Punch, we're covering what small businesses need to know to promote themselves. What is the formula for successful marketing campaigns, and what are the best marketing choices if you're on a limited budget? My guest for round 2 is Andrea Bailey of Lightbox Communications. And Andrea is a skilled marketer who often works with holistic companies, and I'm really excited to have her on the show. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Erica. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I know our listeners are likely to have some questions about how to market your business, so I encourage you to call us live with your questions today. You can reach us at 800-516-1220. That's 800-516-1220. So, Andrea, when it comes to marketing, I usually suggest that companies develop some sort of cohesive plan before they get started. How do you suggest that businesses go about developing a marketing plan?
Yeah, I love it. So I think the place to really start is to have that commitment that, yes, I'm actually going to have a plan. And the reason why you want that commitment is because in the long run, it's going to make your life so much easier if you do have a solid plan, because once you get things scheduled, you're going to take care of them when the right time comes. And you don't have to scramble, you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to try to remember everything. It's all just there, right? So it's really awesome to have a plan. Then the next thing you want is you obviously need some content. What are you actually going to do? What tools are you going to use? And the way to decide that is to really look at your purpose and think about what essential functions your marketing plan needs to accomplish, and then pick the right tools for that. And then the last thing you need is a good tool for scheduling and reminding you and visualizing your plan. And for that, I usually recommend just pick something that works with the way that your brain functions and that you're familiar with and that you like using. And for some businesses, it can be as simple as printing out a paper calendar and penciling things in there. It could be your Google Calendar. It could be your database. So anything that is really easily integrated in your day-to-day work is good.
That's terrific. So, so many companies, I think, are overwhelmed even by the concept of creating a marketing plan. And I think some of the tools you mentioned are fantastic, whether you use a paper calendar or one you print out or your Google Calendar, or it could even be as simple as a Word document or an Excel spreadsheet. But once you get beyond the tool that you're going to use, what do you think is the best approach to actually create that marketing plan and fill in the content?
So I think the best way to start is to get really clear about your purpose and to make sure that you have the 3 really essential functions covered, and then pick a good tool or outlet for each of those functions. And so the functions that I recommend for small businesses to look at are 3 things. One is obviously you need to give people chances to find you and to make that initial connection with you. And so, for example, that could be a Facebook page, it could be a blog, it could be listings in directories, it could be guest posts on other blogs or articles. So you really pick, whatever your style or your flavor of marketing is, what you're good at, what you enjoy, what your target audience actually appreciates, and you pick off those and then pencil them into your plan. Then the next thing you need is to curate a space where people can actually engage and do business with you. And you need to schedule time to actually work on that space. And for most businesses, that's going to be their website, right? So a place where visitors come and have conversations with you and can actually sign up for your products or services. So tend to that space. And then the last thing you want to sprinkle in there is a spark. Something that makes people feel appreciated, that builds trust, that nurtures relationships, that makes sure that people know you're human, you're trustworthy, you're on their side, and you want to help. And with that, you can get super creative. I mean, you mentioned in your marketing minute the handwritten note. That's a really nice, simple way to make sure that the people you're connected with know that you're real and you care about them and you want to be helpful. And then just find a good rhythm. And for the timing, look at what your day-to-day work actually looks like, how much time you can dedicate to marketing, when your most productive time is, when you have uninterrupted time, and set those time slots aside for your marketing in your plan.
Fantastic. We are talking about what small businesses need to do to market themselves. Our guest is Andrea, and she is with Lightbox Communications. You're listening to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy on 1220 AM KDOW, and we'll be right back after the break.